morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you all so deliciously. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, my juicy little hearts. Thank you, little hearts. You're delicious and bright. Yes, they are bright today, aren't they, my delicious little babies? Now then, I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world, and that life is treating you most deliciously, okay? Now then, my little lovely, so I'm going to say it all now, okay? So, wishing each and every one of you peace, love, harmony and bright blessings. And may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected, okay? And sending so much love to you, my little honey bunnies. And thank you for any views or any likes. And I hope that you found the information that I give out, you know, to do with videos most informative, okay, my delicious little babies? Now then, so... Right, first things first, so I'm going to show you how far now, my delicious little babies, how far I have got with my red dress, okay, my delicious little babies. So anyway, well, this is the zip, okay, my delicious little babies, so that's the zip, okay. So I was having trouble, that doesn't mean that, so I was having trouble getting 22 inch, so I had to get a 32 inch, okay. See, everything comes to 5. Because my life number is number 5, my delicious little babies. It's just everything seems to happen that way, if you know what I mean, okay? Even places where I've lived, you know, usually adds up to 5, or there's a 5 in the number, you know, or something, do you know what I mean? And if it's not that, it's a 3. You know, and of course, you know, I'm born on the 3rd. Do you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, anyway. So, yeah, so that's the zip anyway. So that only cost me £3.50 in the market, in your market, my delicious babies. Now then, so this is the dress so far. So you've seen it when you've seen all the material, yes? So this is the dress so far, okay? Now then, because we're nearly at the end of, you know, our sewing class, okay? This bit here, so what's happened is, so let me just explain. So this is the dress so far now, okay? You can see it starting to take shape. Now, admittedly, the tutor did that part, this part here, okay, my delicious little babies. So that there is going to be my neckline. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? I actually think that's rather delicious. I really like, you know, the gathers. It's really nice. Do you see, okay? So I did this, so I've done that, you know, there. Done that there, okay. Then I had a little bit of help actually with oh, she's so lovely, do you know what I mean, okay, and so beautiful and helpful. Do you understand what I mean? Yes. Anyway, so she just helped me just with just a tiny bit. Do you understand what I mean? But anyway, so what I've done is I've sewn that, okay, and I was on you know, the slowest speed, my delicious babies. But actually, I felt, on a serious note, I'm being serious, my delicious babies, because I actually love the sewing class. And I asked yesterday evening, you know, if I can enrol in January, and they said yes. So if I, you know, when I go in next week, you know what I mean, if I speak to them, I'll be able to enrol. Do you see what I mean, okay? So, you know, because I really love doing anything like this. Do you see what I mean, okay? I mean, even though it's not to take it too seriously, okay, towards the end of the class, I've got to be honest, I was getting rather frustrated, you know, with this part here. So I was getting a little bit frustrated, simply because there was only like about 10 minutes left. Do you see what I mean? And I thought, I'm just not going to get that correct in 10 minutes, you know what I mean? So anyway, oh, so my beautiful little tutor, bless her, she said, come here, Carla. And anyway, she did that, and she said, look at that. She says, you've done a wonderful job. Anyway, so that's that, my delicious little babies. Do you see? So anyway, but I did all of that there, okay? So now you can see it now, and then I've done the other side as well. So I've done this side as well, right? Where are you, my little lovely? Yeah. So I've done here as well. Okay. So all that's been done now. So you can see my little red dress taking shape, my delicious little babies. Can you see? Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Okay, now then, I said all I've got to do now is fit it round myself. My delicious little babies. But yeah, so that's that part there, yes. And then you got that part there. But do you know something? I had a bit of help, just a little bit, yes, okay, which I would never take full credit. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not like that. There's probably others in the world, do you know what I mean, where, they haven't done anything and then, they'll make out they've done everything. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, so no, I like to give praise to who has helped me, okay? So anyway, so that's the dress. I tell you what, I'm really proud. I feel ever so proud, because, I mean, you must imagine that, what I mean, for myself, I'm used to going and, buying clothes and everything, okay? But my dad's sister, from when she was 16, okay, she used to make her own clothes. Because my beautiful little nanny and granddad, I love my nanny and granddad, so I've already said good morning. She used to say to her daughter, she used to say, would you like me to make your clothes for you? And she said, no. She says, no, ma'am, because that's what they say in Yorkshire, ma'am. Do you see what I mean? She said, no, ma'am. She said, I'll make my own. Yeah, so she was making her own clothes from when she was 16. Do you see what I mean? Of course, my beautiful little Nana Bear, she can make her own clothes and, make her own jumpers, cardies, hats, everything, you name it. Do you see what I mean, okay? My beautiful little Nana Bear could make. Do you see? Anyway, so yeah, so I'm really, really pleased with this, my delicious babes. Honestly, I feel so proud. But because I went on the slowest, so you can see it's taking shape, okay? And then, of course, what will happen is that the zip will go at the back, okay? But the only problem with the zip, and I mentioned this yesterday evening, my delicious babies, the only problem is with the zip is that I cannot get round to do it up and, you know what I mean, to zip it up and down, my delicious little babies, do you know what I mean? I prefer something that's at the front, that I can, I don't mean that in a rude way, my delicious babies. What I mean is something at the front which I can unbutton or unzip or zip up. Do you know what I mean? Or button up. Do you see what I mean? But anyway, not to worry. I'm not going to complain. Okay, my delicious babies. I'm just, really looking forward to, the end result because there's other little parts that have got to go on it. Do you see what I mean? Like for a start off, see the arms here? Yes. So I'm going to be having short sleeves. So it's going to be short sleeves, my delicious babies. So this is going to be a sleeve, and then this is going to be a sleeve. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but you had to get the shape and everything first. So I feel that a lot of the, I would say at this point in time, a lot of the hard work has been done. But because I went on to the, and I just wanted to show you, okay, because I feel really pleased with myself. I really, really do, I really feel like I've achieved something. Do you know what I mean? And of course it's all learning, isn't it? Like I had to get the unpicker. There we are. So put the little red dress there. I had to get the unpicker because, like, say if you go slightly off or you go too far in. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so then just got to unpick it. I mean, it's not a problem, but you just have to be careful how you do that because you don't want to pull the fabric either. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so I'm just learning, there we are, as I go along, my delicious little babies. So I'll soon be, there we are, doing my super duper and delicious cushions. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so that's that. But I went on the slowest one, like on the sewing machine. And to be perfectly honest with you, my delicious little babies, because you can get a little bit carried away with the pedal. Do you know what I mean? So I felt comfortable going at a slow pace. It meant that I could I could concentrate more. Do you know what I mean? Because I was going at the slowest. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay. But then, as time goes on, there we are, I will speed up. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? But I feel super duper proud. And it'd be so lovely when it's finished, you know, and then to put it in my beautiful, juicy little washing machine, do you know what I mean? And then, you know, wash her and iron her and hang her up. Do you know what I mean? And I feel really proud of myself. Do you see, okay? So I'm not going to ramble on anymore about that. I just wanted to show you how far I'm getting, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? It starts out slow, and then it starts to build up. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies, okay? But yeah, but if you're not careful, you know, you put your foot on the pedal. Do you know what I mean? My delicious little babies, and it just goes way too quick. And if you're not concentrating, the lines will just go flipping all over the place. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies. Anyway, so I've got one piece of information, and then I've got something else to say, and then I'm going to be over and out. Okay, my delicious little babies now then. So this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay? And thank you for listening, okay? Anybody, that doesn't mean no. Thank you so very much for anybody who happens to listen to my video today. You know, I just wanted to show you because I feel really super duper happy with myself, do you know what I mean? And I'm also very thankful and grateful, you know, for this opportunity to be able to learn to sew and everything. Do you see what I mean? I feel very thankful, you know, to my heart. Do you see what I mean, okay? Oh, I'll tell you something else. Sorry, just before I say this. So I went to go to the toilet because all I wanted to do was just to, you know, blow my nose, wash my hands. Do you understand what I mean? It was I went to go in the flipping door, didn't I? Right? And I never realised that the dear lady there, the hygienist, okay, I never realised that she was there, flipping every flipping door, jump out my skin anyway. Oh, we did laugh though, do you know what I mean? And she said to me, oh, what a lovely dear lady as well. She said to me, she said, have you ever had like red in your hair? And I said, oh, yes. I says, but a very long time ago, you know, like when I dye my own hair like. And she said, no. She says, because in this light, she says, you can see the red. She said, and you can see how shiny your hair is. She said, it looks really lovely and beautiful. And I thought, isn't that really, really lovely for somebody to say that to me, you know? Oh, God bless her. So anyway, you know, I complimented this dear lady too. And I said, thank you so very much for that compliment. You know, I said, that's really lovely of you to say. And of course, I give her a hug, you know, not in that way, but I give her a hug, you know? And I feel that this is the thing, isn't it? You know, we want to live our lives, there we are, in a very pleasant way. Do you see what I mean, okay? Where, you know, everybody helps one another and they're really kind to one another and they compliment one another. That's the kind of life that, there we are, everybody wants really. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies, for most? Do you know what I mean? Yes, but I just thought that was really lovely. I never met that dear little hygienist before, lady. What a lovely lady. Geez, they're all lovely anyway for most. So yeah, but you know, it's a lovely little group, really lovely little group as well. Do you know what I mean? And of course, you thank the lovely little lady hygienist. Do you know what I mean? Because ones need hygienists, cleaners. Do you know what I mean? We need to keep places clean. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Okay, otherwise it just becomes a complete mess. You know, that's what we've been seeing in flipping old Brummyland. Do you know what I mean? Because it's, you know, it's just, you know, just litter and, do you know what I'm saying? Yes, and then of course they reduce the bins, do you know what I mean? I mean, it's totally no sense at all in doing that. But yeah, but it was just really lovely. I just love going to my little sewing class. Oh yeah, just to let you know, anyway, the weather, it's very grey out there. It has been starting to rain again. If it's raining, it's raining. Do you see what I mean? Okay. Rather cold and miserable. Okay, my delicious little baby. So there's no change. Okay, so it may differ in other parts of old England. Do you know what I mean? And I hope it's warmer where you are, my little lovelies, if anybody's listening in England. Do you know what I mean? Because it's certainly not warm over here in Brummyland, my delicious little babies. Anyway, so what we're going to do, so this is on YouTube. This uploader happens to have 21.6 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? Now, this uploader, so if you could please and thank you type in, this video was uploaded 3 months ago, okay, my delicious little babies. You may be better off because the uploader is called Amazing Europe. amazing Space Europe, sorry, okay? And the video should read 10, as in a number 10, European cities destroyed by over-tourism. Okay, my delicious little babies. So I'll just repeat that again for you. 10 European cities destroyed by over-tourism. Now, you may be better off just typing that in, you know what I mean, what the video should read. Then you'll find it quicker. Do you know what I mean? But yes, this is only about just over 13 minutes long, my delicious little babies. Okay, now I'm going to close my books. We're going backwards again today. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, let me just explain. So, in this short video, came up on my feed, okay? So, I was not actively looking for this video, okay? And what it's discussing, and I thought this has caught my attention. And please, if anybody does happen to take a little look at this video, okay, please look at some of the comments. It's very interesting, okay? Of course, I do not look at a lot of the comments, no, but I look at enough, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? It's very interesting because in all reality, I mean, I do not have a problem, you know, with anybody, you know, they come to Brummyland, you know what I mean? It's like if you go into the town centre, you've got a lot of tourists, okay, who like to come to Brummyland, okay, and they like to stand by the big bull, okay, my delicious little babies, and have all the photographs taken. There's certain, I feel, certain hotspots, do you know what I mean, where they like to have the their photographs taken. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But when you look at it, it's completely changed from like when I was a wee little young lass. Do you see what I mean? I was only very little. Do you see what I mean? And I used to love going into the town centre, but now, no, not at all. I haven't liked going there for many years, no. Okay, my delicious little babies, it's just not my cup of tea, you know what I mean? And then you've got to get through all of the crowds, there we are, through all of the crowds and everything, okay? I've got nothing problem, that's, I mean, no, I've got no problem, you know, she stumbled there, with any tourist visiting or anything like that. It's just for myself, I do not like a lot of crowds. You know, I love mankind, but I just like to get somewhere, get what I've got to be done getting, and then back out again. I've always been that way. I'll never change. Do you see what I mean, okay? I just don't want to be walking around all flipping day or stood, you know, in crowds or something just to get from A to B. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? It drives you effing crackers, do you see, okay? And I'm sure, on a serious note, that there will be others out there, there we are, who equally feel the same way that I do, my delicious little babies, do you see? So, I did get what your man here on the video, and like I say, with anybody not in that way, I did get what he was saying. You do not see, sorry, excuse me, you do not see his birth trace, his face. But he's explaining. Now, in some of the cities that he was talking about, they've had like, you know, like either parts of a film that's been shot there, do you know what I mean, okay, you know, so of course then that means far more than want to go and visit. He also discusses cruise ships, you know, and there are certain who, you know, not really wanting cruise ships to come in. And then, of course, he talks about, you know, where some are in some cities, you know, where it's been damaged. Do you understand what I mean? Whether, you know, whether somebody's writing on something or there's chewing gum on places. And of course, you know, if you imagine whoever lives in their country, you know, they want to just be able to live, really, there we are, in peace. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But when you've got all of the tourists, you know, and then what was it as well? To do with overpriced restaurants. Well, yes, I mean, they did that in Rome. Flipping, how long ago was it? It was a long time ago. And what was it? Was it a couple? And they ordered a burger or something. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this a couple of years ago on one of my videos. I'm pretty sure I did. If not, I certainly told others about. There we are. I told others about this. Okay. And I remember it because it, my ears went ping. Do you see what I mean? Okay. And I listened to this. And what happened was they ordered a burger. This was in Rome, okay, my delicious babies. And they just thought, oh, it's a restaurant, we'll just go in and everything. There was no price list, okay. So, usually if you sit down in a restaurant, you're going to be able to look at the menu and then you're going to be able to order or whatever your budget may be. Some have an endless budget. Do you know what I mean? And then others, they have to stick to a certain, okay. But that's the whole point, sorry. See, I'm stumbling again. I went to say price then. That's the whole point of putting on the menu what the delicious meal, will be, and next to it the price. Oh, that's there we are, common sense, isn't it? But no, not in this particular restaurant in Rome, no. And then of course they had a burger. I do believe, did they have a coffee with it? And then they received it. What was it? It was nearly £1,000. My delicious little babies, nearly a flipping grand. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. What was that for a burger and a coffee? Yeah, there was quite a bit of that going on. I mean, how can that be justified? To pay that much for a burger and a cup of coffee. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but that is very wrong. Restaurants should not be able to, say, oh, well, we're not putting the prices on. No, because that's not right, is it? Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Okay, it's very naughty, that is. Do you see? And anyway, if I found myself in that situation, you know what I mean, I'd just say, no, I'm not sitting down in this restaurant, because you like to know what you're spending, and I cannot remember now what, but anyway, I think that they did get part of their ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching back. Do you see what I mean? Okay, because you just cannot, justify that. Do you see? I tell you what, I'd go off my flipping effing head. I would. Do you understand what I mean? Yes. Okay. So you can imagine how annoyed the couple were. Do you see what I mean? Okay. I mean, what's so special about that? Do you understand? I don't mean that in a nasty way. I love little animals, but what's so special? Do you see what I mean? Okay. But so anyway, that I just thought I'd mention that. But yes, so you can understand. But he talks about the top 10, yeah. And then he was talking about Iceland, where, they've been showing, where it's all icy, So what's happening is, with Iceland, they do want some tourism, do you see what I mean, to help them. But they're not managing to get everything, out there, because what's happening is, instead of it showing the greenery, it's showing ice and everything. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So it was very fascinating for just over 13 minutes, my delicious little babies. And just thought I'd mention that. There we are. Do you see what I mean? I mean, nobody mans tourism in any country, but, when it gets overpowered, it's not good for anybody who lives in their country, bless them. Do you see what I mean? So I got totally that video. I really did. Anyway, I've got to tell you this one. So you go on to our lovely, not in that way, our lovely David G. Mahoney. So search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies. David, if you could please and thank you, type in, should anybody happen to have an interest. David space G space Mahoney. Okay, my delicious little babies now, and sorry, then space bar, BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination. Right, well, he's talking, oh, God bless, to dear little Nicholas. Do you see what I mean? Nicholas Venny Armin, okay? That video is just over 36 minutes long, okay? Now, I happen to be subscribed to David's channel as well, okay, my delicious little babies, because I like to keep up, there we are, things. There's certain who I'm subscribed to. Do you see? I mentioned this before, okay? But I do not overload myself. No, okay? So, anyway, what was he talking about then? because I happened to be mentioning, when was it? A little while back now, you know, that old Brummyland, there we are, has been, there we are, most busy. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Of course, you know, that's what came into my noddle. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Well, anyway, so I was listening to our lovely David and lovely Nicholas, not in that way, our lovely David and Nicholas's video. And yeah, it turns out, my delicious little babies, that there's 3 places in our Brummyland, I do believe, factories, my delicious little babies. Oh, yeah. So, anyway, but please, I'd like you to please and thank you take a little listen to that video, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean, okay? So, I definitely, there we are, felt that there was something. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, it was very interesting. Thank you, dear David. Do you see what I mean, okay? So, yes, that's the situation there. Now, finally, yes, what I want to know is, when I mentioned black boots on one of my videos to do with my red dress, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So, yesterday, my delicious little babies, okay, and I'm just going to finish with this, and I'm not going to keep going on because I want to have, there we are, a wonderful and pleasant day, okay, and I've got things to do, okay? So, yesterday, okay, it appears, yeah, happy spying. What is it about the boots? Because there were a number of mankind, shall we say, okay? Yes, there we are, a number of them. And they're all looking down at their boots, okay, and sort of wiggling their foot and then putting the foot and then staring directly at myself and then carrying on walking. Yeah? Interesting that, isn't it, my delicious little babies, okay? So what I'm trying to work out is what, there we are, all of this is about. My delicious little babies, do you see me? So we just get back to that again. I've never seen any of these. But let me tell you, there we are, there's a fair few of them. Okay, my delicious little babies, so just thought I'd let you all know that. Oh, yeah, so that's what that was all about yesterday. Do you see what I mean, okay? But, of course, you know, I'm clocking, there we are, I'm clocking everything. Do you see what I mean, okay? So I'm just letting you all know, my delicious little babies, you know, what it appears I'm having to put up with at the moment, my delicious little babies, and have been, there we are, for months. Do you see what I mean, okay? Well, you know, I'm just staying alert. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And I'm just going to leave it like that, okay? So, until my next video, okay, thank you once again for listening. So much love to you all, my delicious little babies. I just personally see, you know, no point in spying. Do you know what I mean? Okay, there's just absolutely no point to it. I see no point. And if the boot was on the other foot, you know, and somebody else has been spied on, they certainly would not like that. Because the way it makes one feel is that I just do not have any freedom at all. They're, let's just say, tracking all of my whereabouts, wherever I go, whatever I do. They're watching, there we are, everything. Okay, so me personally, I do not call that freedom. Do you, my delicious little babies? It's certainly not freedom when you're being watched constantly. That's not freedom. Okay, that's trying, there we are, to box somebody in, you know, to box them in. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? There we are, that's how I see it. Do you see? Okay, and it's not very nice. Put it that way, my delicious little babies. It's really not very nice at all. You see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, I'm going to go. So, wherever you are in the world, have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life, my little honey bunnies. Okay, I love you so very much. You just take care. God bless. Thank you. Goodbye.